Coming up, NHS waiting. A monumental task for the NHS as waiting times in England hit a record high.
The Lunchtime News with Lucrezia Millarini.
Good afternoon. The monumental task that is ahead for the NHS was made clearer today. The number of people waiting to start hospital treatment is now at a record high because of the pandemic. Well, at the end of February this year, 4.7 million people were waiting to begin treatment. That's according to figures from NHS England. Almost 400,000 patients have been waiting longer than a year. Well, the numbers are the highest since records began. Our correspondent Juliette Bremner reports. Chris, on the subject of the funeral, it's been confirmed that none of the royals will be in military uniform on Saturday, will they? To Westminster now on the ongoing lobbying row surrounding former Prime Minister David Cameron and collapsed finance firm Greensill Capital. Well, today, Mr Cameron said he would respond positively to any request to give evidence to an inquiry. But a senior Tory peer has said the whole system needs reform and that the public deserve a full and frank explanation. Well, our political correspondent Daniel Hewitt is in Westminster this lunchtime. So, Daniel, bring us up to date on this latest twist.
Yeah, it's
Next, with the great summer getaway being far closer to home this year, demand for holiday lets in the UK has skyrocketed and led to an increase in prices. The National Tourism Agency has told ITV's Tonight programme those working in the industry should keep costs realistic to avoid holidaymakers feeling like they're being taken advantage of. A challenge for an industry brought to its knees by the pandemic. Well, our consumer editor Chris Choi has this report. Oh, Chris, given the rising costs, what is the advice?
Well, no wonder there's where you're going. The really big honeypots, as they call them, places like Devon, rural retreats. Also, more flexibility perhaps on when you go. Fortnights away. One thing, accommodation providers that will offer a cash refund if you do have to cancel, because things may still change.
Great advice there. It is a nice day today, still a bit too chilly, I think. Thank you. What is the truth at 7:30 tonight on ITV. ITV Wales, STV and UTV viewers can see it at 11:15 tonight. Marks and Spencer has taken legal action against Aldi over its popular cake. Now, if you have a cat, is it microchipped? It's already mandatory for dogs in England to be chipped, and it could soon become compulsory for cats too. The government's considering changing the law in order to help reunite lost or stolen pets with their owners. Well, during the pandemic, pet thefts have soared. Well, joining me now is vet. And finally, Helen Whitelaw's life changed dramatically after being diagnosed with motor neuron disease. The retired secretary from Glasgow lost her speech due to the illness, but thanks to an appearance on ITV's Tipping Point 2 years ago, Helen was given a remarkable opportunity to reclaim her voice. Sankita Kandola explains. Just amazing. And that is it. Raggy's here with the ITV Evening News at 6:30. The news where you are follows the national weather, but from everyone here on the lunchtime team, bye-bye. Hello again. Now the main stories in London. Surge testing for the South African variant of COVID-19 has begun in Barnet this morning after a case was detected there. 3 men have been jailed for more than 40 years in connection with the attempted murder of a man outside a club in Soho. A woman from North London who lost her husband in an accident on a smart motorway is calling on the government to scrap them. Highways England says a review by the government found smart motorways to be as safe as other safe than conventional motorways. Marylebone Cricket Club have been remembering the Duke of Edinburgh and his involvement with Lord's Cricket Ground. Right, weather, here's Sally. And that's it for now. We're back at 6. Until then, enjoy your afternoon. Bye-bye.